We're live.
I've got a question for the Reverend Leroy Montana. How about me?
I can see there's a question. There's a question coming on right now. I can tell. I sense there's a question. Okay, go ahead. Hit it.
Well, I was wondering.
That's
you?
That's a good start. Wondering's a good start.
I was wondering, can you do nothing?
That's a good question. That's one of those. That's what they call a popsicle or something like that. You know, do and nothing at the simultaneously. See, like that is the answer. Doing nothing is the answer. You know, it's like it seems impossible, but like it's almost like once I had this conversation with Whispering Electrode, and he was talking about like going to the very smallest, and that didn't work, and then going to the very mostest, greatest, and that wasn't it either. But what Whispering Electrode finally concluded was doing a combination of the smallest and the most was it. Like now is that possible? Well, try it out. Like you've got to try it out. There's no choice. Because that's the answer to the question. Doing nothing. Is it. It's like to that makes everything effortless. And that's what we need to do. We need to. What do you think? That's what the answer is. That's how to approach it. In every way possible.
And perhaps even if you think that you're doing nothing and making no choice, that maybe you are in fact doing something, and it was the by not doing something positive, you were doing something else.
Which could have been positive. Exactly, I agree. That's because it's really hard to say. I mean, not doing something is in fact doing something. There's a certain amount of energy expended.
Yeah, conscious decision, at least not to expend any effort.
Or even if you didn't make a conscious decision and were sort of held back by different forces, so to speak. Because sometimes I will try things and I feel like I can't. I just spinning my wheels in a mud puddle. Did you ever spin your wheels in a mud puddle? You know what I mean.
If you're spinning your wheels in a mud puddle,
don't have anybody stand behind you.
Oh, and what opportunity cost are you incurring?
You have to make sure that you're getting like a good buy on gasoline.